we should be good. So we've got some movement going on today. News events basically across the board. We had some, all pre-market news releases, but 7:30 a.m., 8:15 a.m. release, and kind of a mixed bag. We've got some bearish news release with some bullish news release, so that's not really the most helpful thing in the world for us to use that as our bias necessarily. So I think we're going to be pretty neutral, and this rally has made it a little bit easier for us because when price was right here leading up to the session, I was a little bit more, I was definitely way more neutral in the sense of I wasn't exactly positive which is going to be our next draw on liquidity. I don't know if it was going to be this trend line liquidity or if it's going to be all these lows down here. And it's a draw for me because none of these lows were violated. This is the CPI low. Here is the low from yesterday FOMC, and then here's the low from this morning's news event so far. And they're all low resistance liquidity because they've all failed to get lower than the previous. So at some point, this will definitely be a draw. There's obviously a lot of imbalance below here that we talked about. I believe that was yesterday, the day before. So we'll have to see. But now that we've pushed up, my bias is a lot easier at this point now that we've taken out all of this buy side. So let's see what we get. This is New York midnight, and I thought this might be something that we need to take into consideration based on where price was at when I drew it in. But I don't think that's going to be, a worry for us. But wow, this is quite the move up, I would say. But this is 7:30 from the news release, and I was just looking at, let's say you were trading right after the news event. This would have been a hard play to try to catch because you have this sell-off taking all this sell side, and then you got to wait for a confirmation, right? So if you're waiting for, a fair value gap to form and then give an entry offered in that gap, you really didn't get anything unless you got this little, this little pull down into here, and that was it. So that would have been a difficult trade to catch, not going to lie. And I really don't think that unless you're just, firing trades at will, I don't think that would have been a trade that most people would have participated in, truthfully. But that's just my 2 cents. So we'll see what we get here. We got the macro finishing up, or I should say we're about halfway through the macro, getting ready to end this hour. And let's actually go look at the hourly time frame. So I was definitely willing to be bullish in this hour if price hadn't done what it's obviously doing now over the last 10 minutes, simply because we did come down into this consequent encroachment from FOMC yesterday, and we respected off of the 50% or so of this wick, and now we're pushing higher. But again, as you just kind of come out here to these slightly higher time frames like the 1 hour, to me this is starting to look like even more. This is going to be a stronger draw. The more liquidity that gets built up here, we just have to be correct on the timing in which it goes, right? Obviously, yesterday we had the exact right target, right? We were targeting all of this sell side down here, and price had about 10 more points of upside left before turning around for the day. So just right target, wrong time, unfortunately. Is the 15-minute order block valid in your opinion? Up here, this is a valid order block, yeah. It's not, let's see here. Yeah, it's valid. All the imbalance leading up to it has kind of been filled in, but outside of that, it's still a valid order block because we took liquidity and then we put in, lower lows. So yeah, it's valid. We'll mark it up, and we can actually use that, I guess, as our first potential confirmation to get a reaction from. So I'm actually glad that you pointed that out. But yeah, it is. Well, we were already going to be waiting for some bearishness at this point. I am thinking so. So yeah, guys, that is that. But yeah, how about FOMC yesterday, huh? We were right there. And for those of you guys that are new, first of all, welcome. It's been a great. Yesterday was our first losing day since stretching all the way back to last week Monday. So last week Monday was the last time we had an actual red day. We've been on a nice little win streak. So we have been spoiled around here for a little bit. So we got humbled yesterday, brought back to reality, and now we're back for more. So that's that. I'm gonna get ready here just so there's no surprises for those of you guys that didn't see yesterday. Just a hair outside of 1% now from passing on the top step. Unfortunately, I was 0.5% away yesterday. Couple losses. Now I'm a little over 1% away again, so it's all good. Maybe waiting till 9:30 is kind of giving us that look. As of right now, since the news, we have rallied 46 points. So yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not looking to buy high. So buy side's been taken. This will be looked at as our market structure shift as of right now. Until anything else forms. All right, guys, look alive. All right, guys, so we do have a gap forming in here, and we'll see where it closes. I'm just gonna mark it up just for anticipation's sake. But yeah, I would like to get as close to this order block for the entry as possible. Oh boy. Ay. I'm gonna do a static 5 handle stop. I'm gonna get the entry right here. I stole the word static from Brad yesterday. I saw him use it in the chat, so I liked it. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to anticipate getting short, guys, once price pulls up into here. Might even do like 50%, like the low of this wick right here. And we're going to take this bad boy down. 5 handle TP1. 10 handle TP2. And then we'll do... Oh, I'm going to get ready to short. I'm not even ready. Jeez. One more little push up. One more. There we go. Oh, you dirty bitch. Gave me a 1 tick worse entry. But... So yeah, 5 handle stop, guys. 5 handle TP1, where we'll remove our risk. I do think this order block entry is definitely possible. I'm still on an MT5. I just got stopped on top step, obviously. I'm still in on MT5. I didn't, I had my finger over the close trigger, and it wicked down right away, so I didn't close it. But Jesus. Let me know if you guys are still in. Oh my God. It just annoys you, right? It's like when you get a little door ding at the grocery store parking lot. It's like not the end of the world, but it's like it's kind of like ugh. Gross. Yeah, this top step account is taking a beating apparently. Oh, God. Lord have mercy. Going to church this weekend. I am going to look for a re-entry on the top step account, you know, just depending on how this all shapes up. So let's see if I can get that. Is everybody still in? Still in 7 handles, yeah. See, sometimes it's like, you know, you being picky is the downfall, and giving yourself that extra room is like unnecessary. Like, you know, none of us have a crystal ball, but you'll see a lot of people that will trade gaps differently, and it kind of just depends on your risk tolerance. You know, you'll see some people that trade fair value gaps by putting their stop right above here, and they just use the fair value gap candle. And it's like, people will say, well, what's the right way and what's the wrong way? The way that it's taught, technically, if you want to be as concrete, accurate as you can possibly be, and be as safe as you can possibly be, you always want to include the liquidity sweep when you can. But depending on where the gap forms, it can be a little bit harder for your stop loss. I'm getting ready to close on MetaTrader anyway, because if we breach this high, I'm just gonna close out. I don't have a stop loss like set on MetaTrader. I market executed and I'm waiting. I just close it manually, so that way spread doesn't do me dirty. Yeah, closed it. You guys good? Holding your breath, watching and waiting. Yeah, I know. But yeah, as of right now, guys, this is what I am anticipating. Here, and we should be good here. I'm gonna do 4.75 handles, get us above that high. If we get this market structure shift, that'll be kind of like just a little added bonus. But honestly, if it leaves even a double bottom, ideally, the most ideal scenario would be breaching here and then creating a double bottom here, because then that's just going to be liquidity that's going to be able to be used for a target. So that's good. Yeah, here's the setup right here. And this 10 does line up with this fair value gap, which is nice. But obviously, take profits based off 5, 10, 15, you're kind of going off of a fixed number instead of like liquidity zones or fair value gaps. This just happens to line up with one. And then as far as a runner goes, I would say a TP3 is that opening range gap that we talked about already. But this is good. Hopefully this all stays intact, guys. This is all sell side liquidity. This is a nice liquidity pool. Same with these lows. Worst case scenario is this just dumps. Oh my goodness, bro. It's not really what we wanted. All right, well, hopefully we don't take this low. The reason I say that is because if it doesn't, it'll form relative equal lows, which will give us sell side right above where our TP2 is, or TP1 for some of us. And at that point, we would be looking for a long scenario, kind of like what we saw Tuesday. Whoa. Oh, I did get triggered in. Okay. It triggered me in, I guess. I didn't get an entry on MT5 yet, so if it pulls up one more time, I'll get an entry. That was interesting. But yeah, I'm in on this Top Step account. Just happened to you in True Forex Funds, was 1% from passing, but had a losing streak after 25 days. Today I passed. Nice. Kitch is in. Yeah, so it'll be up to you guys. totally up to you. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you to TP at 5 handles. I'll say TP 1 hit, but I'm not gonna, tell you have to close partial profits. It's up to you how you want to manage your account. Okay, so this is TP 1. It is lined up with an order block, but there is sell side right below. So I'll leave that up to you if you want a partial. But hopefully you guys are seeing, like, I'm hoping that I'm showing you guys that I'm approaching the market very robotically. Like, I'm not overthinking. We're bullish, what if we just keep going up? I don't care. I can't control that. All I can control is, okay, is the chart showing me a certain setup? Yes or no? Yes, it's showing me the setup. Am I executing the way that I should be executing? Yes, I am. I can't control anything else. You can't control anything else. And to worry about anything else beyond that is kind of just, to be honest, it's retarded. It's just not, it's not going to help you out. But youth can definitely overthink some AI news for us. So, that's that. Hopefully you guys are seeing that at least. Because to me, that's what trading is. You hear people say it, trade like a robot, trade like a robot, trade like a robot. This is what trading like a robot looks like. Even robots lose. Even the banks and the hedge funds lose. Like 15 to 20 days out of the year. Yeah, exactly, Brad. So, if nothing else, that's really all there is to it. But nothing that the one thing that's just like I don't want anybody to do is like, they join because we were on a win streak and then we take a couple losses and they're just like, oh my god, this sucks, this guy sucks, this, just my luck, of course. Caught a couple losers and then and then what? You're gonna get losers no matter where you go. No matter what strategy you use. Sheesh! Okay, I'm done. Jesus Christ, dude. We are getting absolutely eaten alive today and yesterday. Alright, so I'm going to trade PM session. I'm done for this morning. I would advise you guys to be done as well. Not because there might not be a setup, but simply because, I would assume most of your guys' rules have been met. We took 2 losses. Both of them were actually pretty much, we'll just say 5 points each. So that's 10 handles that we lost today. Not ideal. Yeah, we lost yesterday morning. We lost today. It is what it is. This is just stupid. It's stupid because it's not as fun, but yeah, this is part of it, man. But we're not going to abandon our rules. We're not going to abandon our strategy. We're not going to abandon what has been giving us a 2-week win streak either, right? So I'm willing to sacrifice 2 days of losers for 2 weeks of winners. So just keep the end in mind. That's all I'm saying. Don't do anything rash. Don't do anything silly. Don't revenge trade. We're gonna wait for the next probable time to trade, and that's gonna be for us 1 p.m. Central. There's no news this afternoon at all, so we don't got to worry about anything like that. And if there is a great setup this afternoon, we will take it. If there's not, we won't. But either way, obviously we'll be trading Friday tomorrow as well, and we'll try to end on the right note. As of right now, I think if anything, I'm at break even or even a slight bit in profit, but it's because the risk reward is always really good, and we caught 2 days of 10 handles. So yeah, that's that. I'm not saying there won't be another setup. There very well could be another setup here, but even if there is, I'm not going to take it, because if I win taking a trade like that, I've already taken my 2 losses, and that's what my plan is set for. So I'm gonna be a good boy. I want to make it on Santa's nice list, and I'm just gonna live for PM session. Okay, but have an amazing day, guys. Don't do anything crazy. Don't do anything silly. I'm grateful for you guys. We're gonna get it back. Don't worry. It's all good. Don't panic. But I'll talk to you guys for PM session in the Discord. Okay. All right, guys. Have an amazing Thursday. Peace out. Talk soon.